Hi Fools, Taylor Muckerman here, coming as part of our Ask a Fool topics here with a Facebook question from Mark. Recent news stories indicate that the U.S. will become a larger producer of oil in the next 10 years. Is this more likely to affect larger companies directly or smaller companies and those companies that are in a support role such as part suppliers? And basically, in my honest opinion, Mark, I believe that this is most likely to affect these smaller independent oil companies that are based in the United States. If you look at some of these larger integrated oil companies like an Exxon or a Chevron, they only generate around 40 to 48% of their total revenues from the United States. Whereas you look at a company like a Kodiak Oil, you look at a Continental Resources or a Devon Energy, and 100% of their revenues come from either the United States or North America when you include Canada. So these companies are much more likely to be affected by this ramp up of production than the U.S. With regards to your second portion of your question regarding suppliers, I definitely think that these suppliers are going to be seeing a huge boon in their revenues and their bottom line in the next few years. If you look at a company like Baker Hughes or Halliburton especially, you look at these companies generating 50 to 58% of their revenues in the United States, and they're experts in fracking, which is what the United States is thriving on right now. So look for those two companies above a Schlumberger, which I really like, but Schlumberger gets only around 20 to 27% of their revenues from the U.S. So in that market, they're a player, but not nearly as large as a Halliburton or Baker Hughes. So to finalize your question, I definitely think that these smaller companies that I mentioned, as well as their peers, are much more likely to be affected. And then you look at international suppliers not necessarily being affected as much as a Baker Hughes or a Halliburton. So there's a few companies to look at. You can also do some peer comparisons with them. On our Fool.com, you can see all articles about these companies, and be sure to tune in to our website and keep fooling on.